YouTube, man, what's the words? Your boy JayWayy, and I'm back again with another reaction. We got our boy 1090 Jake on the floor. Lil Zay Osama sentenced to only 14 months in prison after leaving a Glock switch in Uber. That's tough. You done left the switch in an Uber, only got sentenced to a year and some change. That's tough. And you in New York City. You know they don't play like that. My boy got caught with the button and only got a year. That's tough. W lawyer. Anyways, you know me, I get straight to the video. If you're new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button, man. We on the road to 1K. We right there. Yeah. Let's go.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of EOS. It's 1090 Jake, and I'm rocking with y'all, and y'all rocking with me. And for this video, y'all see the title. Let's get right into it.
We don't play with no regular nigga.
It's tough.
We do this.
Don't
play my slot. I'm first grade and we'll guess like that. Switchy.
Bro, I think the maximum for that button is like 10 years. For that boy to only get a year, that's tough. That's very good. For real.
No talking. No cap. No talking.
Switch game.
3 switches right here. And I put the bitch. That's just enough right there. That's enough. 1, 2, 3. That's enough.
Young niggas. Straight young niggas with them bitches, man. Straight young niggas, man. Ready to cause a blickathon, man. I'm telling you. It be the young cats. Now.
Become a staple in hip-hop, turning handguns into fully automatic hole punches. But a lot of misconceptions surround the switch, and in this video, we'll be fully breaking it down. On November 7th, Chicago rapper Lil Zay Osama stood in front of a federal judge in Brooklyn, New York. It was sentencing day, and Zay had pled guilty back in May to 1 count of possession of a machine gun. On September 29th, 2022, an Uber driver picked up Zay and several associates from a hotel in Manhattan. The driver would notice Zay was holding a firearm during the ride. Dropping them off at a recording studio in Queens, the driver saw they left the gun in the vehicle, so the driver called the police. NYPD would locate the .40 caliber Glock 22 with a switch, loaded with 1 round in the chamber and 9 more in the mag. When asked, the driver would identify Lil Zay Osama as the one who possessed it. This statement alone was enough to build a Fed case.
What's happening?
Damn.
We're gonna short it all up. I'm the mad he's being detained right now.
Damn, they can detain they can arrest somebody just because the Uber driver say he had it. What if he ain't even have it? How that work? That's tough. Cause what if he really didn't have it on him? What if like one of his boys had it? Type shit. What's up?
You get my phone though?
Yeah, you got anything on you? I get his phone.
I'm on live, sir.
U.S. attorneys would submit a letter requesting to keep Zay in federal custody, labeling him a danger to society, and even quoting some of his lyrics, one of which stated, "Just got a brand new Glock with a 50 and a switch." The then 25-year-old had already been convicted of criminal trespassing, reckless conduct, 3 counts of robbery, aggravated battery, and aggravated discharge of a firearm. Zay would be held in custody and only released after paying a $350,000 bond. In January of 2024, he would officially be indicted on 1 count of possession of a machine gun and 1 count of possession of an unregistered firearm. Everyone expected this to be the rapper's demise. Fast forward to November 7th, Zay, having pled guilty to the machine gun,
that boy coming home, shorty coming home,
was only sentenced to 14 months in federal prison, followed by 1 year of supervised release. Only having to serve 85% of his sentence, Zay will be home in less than a year. Immediately, he'd be accused online of snitching, solely because of the fact that he didn't get a decade or more in prison.
Facts.
So how did he get such a sweet deal? First off, 90% of people don't know what the fuck they're talking about. A switch without a gun is still considered a machine gun. a switch, and a gun is clearly a machine gun, and a machine gun under federal law is punishable by up to 10 years in federal prison, meaning you can get anywhere from supervised release, aka probation, to the max 10 years.
Yeah. Facts. I be forgetting about that. It said up to 10 years. That's the max. Like, you can get up to 10 years. It's not a guaranteed 10 years. I be forgetting about that. You can get caught with a switch and get home a year later, 2 years, maybe 5 years. You might stay 5 years, 3 years. The max is 10. If you went OD with them bitches, like, I feel like if you probably got caught with like maybe another one, 2, they'll put the max 10. You feel me? Makes sense. I be forgetting about that part. Up to 10 years. That's the key point. Up to 10 years. People be thinking this flat out 10 years. Nah, I ain't.
A few different factors. But as soon as the internet hears 10, they assume you'll just get 10 years for this switch.
Yup.
During Zay's plea deal, the courts calculated his offense level as 15 and criminal history as 2. The guideline range for this level scored out to 21 to 27 months in prison, or just over 2 years. Zay's lawyer would counter with a 7-month prison sentence, highlighting how Zay's felony convictions came from when he was...
Man, I ain't gonna lie. It's some about these white lawyers, man. The white female ones. She done. I think she helped Dirk in one of his cases. Was it Dirk? I think it was Dirk. She helped Dirk escape that motherfucker. He was out of there. You hear me? Now she done got Zay on the floor. He finna be out of there. You hear me? It's tough. The niggas, the men can't even make some of this shit shake for you. Some of them can, but some of them can't. Majority, they can't. Switch, that's tough. A year, that's tough. Home less than a year, tough.
Was a juvenile at just 15 and 16 years old. As an adult, he'd only been convicted of 2 misdemeanors. His lawyer would speak on his Chicago upbringing and how at only 14, Zay was shot in the chest. His lawyer would also cite multiple cases in which defendants were sentenced to less than the guidelines. Taking it a step further, his lawyer would point out the unlivable conditions Zay had to endure while inside of MDC Brooklyn as rats and roaches flooded the facility. Inmates would suffer indefinite lockdowns, imposing solitary confinement-like conditions, furthering mental health issues, and leading to multiple inmates being killed. Zay's lawyer, Don Florio, was lawyering her ass off. Zay was in New York to perform at Rolling Loud. He was on his way to an interview when a firearm was left behind, and that firearm wasn't linked to any previous crimes. Zay's lawyer would again take it a step even further, pointing out rappers are often targeted for their wealth, and just 17 days before Zay was arrested, rapper PNB Rock was shot and killed during a robbery for his jewelry. The lawyer would top it all off with the statistical fact that according to the Sentencing Commission, between 2015 and 2023, there were 49 individuals in the Eastern District of New York sentenced for firearm-related offenses, with the median sentence being only 19 months. Zay had already served 8 months total fighting this case, and another 4 months from a state.
Man, I'm so sick of how lazy some of y'all are. It's crazy. The state is literally handing out $5,000 health spending cards.
Case, meaning he's already been incarcerated for 12 months. Now, the U.S. attorney would argue back, highlighting Zay's DNA was found on the weapon, and request he be sentenced to 27 months in federal prison. They'd also try to assassinate his character, speaking on Zay's 2023 arrest, following a high-speed chase in Illinois, where police found a Glock 29 with a laser extended magazine and a switch, and a Glock 19 with a 50-round drum and DeFace serial number. At the time, Zay was wearing a $90,000 necklace that was allegedly, according to the U.S. attorney, stolen during an armed robbery in New York. At no time was cooperation ever brought up in this case. At no time did Zay ever point the finger, arguing the weapon belonged to anyone else. And at no time did his lawyer or the U.S. attorney highlight a 5K1 or any other factors that would have reduced his sentencing by cooperating. In the end, Zay would receive 14 months in prison, 1 year of supervised release, and a recommendation that he be housed in FCI Thompson, closer to his family in Chicago. With the internet claiming Zay must have ratted, he'd take to his Instagram story addressing the rumors saying, "Stop believing everything you hear or see on the internet. You really think you can get 30 years for a switch? Hell no. I don't care what state you in. Facts. But switches is dangerous and carry 3 or 4 years, maybe less, depending on your background. But they becoming a problem in a lot of cities, so it might be worse for you. Different strokes for different folks. I caught a blessing. Don't look at my situation and think you need a switch, because it can end bad for you. Stop playing with snitching for real. Have 1090 Jake look up my switch case."
Oh, fuck. And if you know, you know. Man, I rock with Lil Zay, man. I rock with Zay the hard way. I'm talking about when he first started coming out. You ain't getting no fuck by me. You was up in a you hear me? Treacherous, you hear me? That's my boy. I don't want you feel me? Solid cat. This is a solid cat right here. Holding it down for sure. You hear me? So like us outsiders looking in, when y'all hear that 10, oh yeah, he got a caught a switch. He got caught with a switch. You finna get 10 years. It's up to 10 years, my guy. You can get 3 to 4. You can get 2. You can get 1. You heard what they said. You can spend a year in jail. Supervised release right after. They put you in a home for like a few months. You're green, my boy. You hear me? You skating. You hear me? That's a blessing for real. Like you said, different strokes for different folks. So don't get caught with that thing. You hear me? Don't do it. That shit ain't cool. You hear me? But at the end of the day, God was with that boy for sure. Bless that man.
Not only did Zay get a sweet deal, but he's also signed to Warner Records, could afford a $350,000 bond, and a New York top lawyer. So to sum it all up, if you ain't rich, don't toe the switch now.
No, real shit though. Real shit though. Yeah, real shit though. If you ain't rich, nah, don't say you playing, bro, cause that's real shit. If you ain't got no pay, if you ain't got no money on the floor, if you ain't got no money on the side, nigga, don't tote no switch, man. Jail's expensive. You feel me? You feel me? You gotta have money to go to jail, for real. I ain't gonna lie. Most of the time, you gotta have money to go to jail, especially if you're doing some big shit, like some serious shit. Not no little shit like stealing from the store, fucking, you know what I mean? Selling like little shit, little bags of weed. I'm talking about you really in that field for real. You know what I mean? You gotta have some money to skate them bitches, for real. Cause them lawyers be talking house money. They don't be talking little money, be talking crib money. Remember that. Real shit.
If you ain't rich, don't toe the switch. Nah, I'm just playing. To sum it all up, because of his weak criminal history, right? Because they're not using anything that he hasn't been convicted for. He might have open cases, cool, but whatever. Adult convictions, misdemeanors. Juvenile shit, felonies. But it's been a long time, and they're trying to portray that he's changed his life and become an artist and got a record deal, and he's obviously worth a lot of fucking money. And then the guideline range that the lawyer was able to highlight to the judge shows, look, 49 people got off at around 19 months. What can we do for my client? This is clearly a case of money talks, bullshit walks. If you walk into a courtroom, federal estate without a fucking lawyer, you're fucked. If you walk in there with a top lawyer, a celebrity lawyer, a highly six-figure,
you might dance out that bitch.
You're gonna get an entirely different type of fucking deal. And a lot of y'all are forgetting.
Yeah, man.
Machine guns.
Yeah, man. You're gonna be dancing out that bitch. All them dances that everybody be doing it. Every day they be. Oh, you gonna be dancing out that John boy, I'm telling you. You're gonna be in there. Yeah, man. Swimwear. Yeah, money talks for real. It's crazy. If you ever get locked up in some more shit, like you gotta go with a top-notch lawyer, especially with some case like this. You got some bullshit public defender, boy, they gonna set you up for failure. Don't do it. You hear me? Type shit. You right though.
And silences are classed in the same way, right? Pretty sure it's the same punishment for a silencer as it is for a machine gun. Y'all remember T.I. got caught with all that crazy shit. He didn't get a whole lot of time.
Didn't.
Everyone assumed he snitched, and the commercial on TV about tips didn't help. But in reality, nobody ever got paperwork that showed he snitched. And there's nothing saying Zay snitched, aside from the fucking people on the internet. And it's like I personally told him, you can't beat the internet. But stay away from switches and guns that ain't yours. Hire security. PNB Rock, rest in peace. He died with a gun on him, tucked in his waistband. They just came out with the body cam.
RP PNB, man. RP PNB. And that motherfucker that set him up, they gonna get you.
Footage. He died with a gun. Didn't even get a chance to pull it out. And it was over with. So think twice, think smart, get security. It's 1090J. Let me know y'all thoughts and comments in the comment section. I'm rocking with y'all and y'all rocking with me. Till next time.
And what y'all think about that? W case, W lawyer, that boy coming home. Yeah, it's gonna be real nasty for him. He gonna hop back in that bag, you feel me? That boy gonna be dropping consistently. He gonna be on that ass. You heard me? That's my boy. Osama, man. Hold on. Matter of fact. Let me see some. He be posting on his story a lot, too. He be posting some shit. He be posting a lot on his story. He ain't post this time. But hey, man, free that cat, man. Free that cat, man. Solid cat. Since day one. Free Zay. But anyways, man, what y'all think about this one? What y'all think about this one, man? Let me know something. Drop a comment down below. Till next time, JayWayy.